What is good, everybody? Welcome back to a brand new video. Today it's a very special video. We're bringing back the Dark Magician content. Let's go, baby. Today is more of a test hands video of a deck of a certain build that I've been working on for quite a little bit. Well, it's really hasn't gone through all the testing in the world. I want to show you certain test hands of what this certain deck can do, and maybe put a locals vlog of how this deck is actually performing and what my opinions are at the end of this at the end of the day. So throughout testing the Dark Magician deck, right, Dark Magician, ever since it lost Verti Anaconda, it definitely lost is one of his main plays for sure, and Dark Magician just became a much slower deck for sure than it was before, right? So I believe the way how to play this certain deck is to play the one copy of Red Eyes, as much as you don't want to brick on it along with the triple copies of Red Eyes Fusion. Yeah, Tamias is also a card where you can make the Red Eyes Dark Dragoon, and Magician's Rod and Magician's Soul still does make the Dragoon within the 4th summon as well. It's just that it is a much more susceptible to cards like, especially like Ash, Imperm, Valor, Gamma. Literally anything whatsoever can interrupt that play to go for your Dragoon, right? Whereas to Red Eyes Fusion, you only need to worry about one thing, especially while going first, which is Ash Blossom. If your opponent has it, they have it, right? So you can play cards to protect that. That includes Crossout. That includes Call by the Grave or anything like that. So I'm going to be showing you guys some certain test hands and show me what you actually think about them in the comments down below. Alright, everyone. Peace. And right before we get to the test hands portion of this certain video right over here, this is something new that I'm going to do. This is the certain deck that I'm going to be testing out right now. Right now is a 42 card deck. And it does seem good, but it just feels like it's missing something. So as you see, there's still two copies of Dark Magician and the 1 copy of Red Eyes Black Dragon, but still no Dark Magician Girl. As I mentioned from my last video, as soon as the ban list dropped, I don't think it's worth playing the 4th brick, because like I don't think it's worth dumping into the bin after your 3rd, 4th, whatever turn it is. Even though you are a much slower deck, I just don't think the extra draw one would be useful per se. I don't know what I'm talking about really, but I just don't think it's going to be all that useful right now to play that Dark Magician Girl, your Mana, your Mahad. So I'm just playing the 3 bricks. The next card you see here, Tamias. Tamias, as I was literally just talking about where Raw Souls does make the Tamias into the Dragoon, it's still is a card worth testing, but at the end of the day, going to this play is just very risky, because literally, welcome to Yu-Gi-Oh of 2022, where your opponent is literally playing a deck full of hand traps, and literally one single hand trap would just mess up this entire play right over here. So honestly, might not even be worth to play, but I might just keep it in here for now. 2 copies of Illusion of Chaos. Illusion of Chaos is just, yes, okay, good card. I'm still not playing the Preparation of Rites. Maybe I might just go back to putting those in later on. But you know what Illusion of Chaos does. Reveal it, get a Dark Magician or a Dark Magician monster that mentions Dark Magician, Rod, Souls, Tamias even. So those cards right over there. 2 Rod, and triple copies of Souls. You're only playing 2 Rod because you're playing the triple copies of Theresia, as you see in the deck right here, right over here, which Theresia is obviously just the better normal summon of the deck, and Souls is just Souls. It's just a really good card. With the Rod Souls combo to go into Tamias now, you don't special summon the Souls anymore. You just summon you send the card to graveyard to go for the Dark Magician, and Tamias will send the Rod to graveyard, and then they will just both make the Red Eyes Dark Dragoon. You're playing triple copies of Red Eyes Fusion because why not? This is still the best card of the deck, especially the fact that this is a much more slower deck, as you see right over here. The 1 Magical Eyes Fusion, you still play the 2nd copy of Dragoon, and you cannot go for Dark Magician the Dragon Knight. There is just no way you can still go for the Dark Magician the Dragon Knight with the Magical Eyes Fusion, so please don't even try it. Triple copies of Soul Servant. Even though I'm not playing the second brick to go for the draw 2, this is still the best card of the deck, where you are still stacking your deck to just draw whatever card you want, whatever card you need especially. So that's just one thing right there. As of right now, I'm going back to the Secrets of Dark Magic, possibly to go for the Dragoon. Yeah, this deck definitely needs work, but this is just what I'm testing as of right now. Still playing one Circle and one Eternal Soul. These cards are just really outdated up to this point, but these cards are still some needed in the Dark Magician deck for sure. Especially Eternal Soul. Eternal Soul is still the better card compared to Dark Magical Circle. Just revive your Dark Magician every turn, and then you find your Dark Magical Circle later on. Now onto the new cards that you haven't seen in this certain deck, because I did plug in the Dynamorphia engine within the Branded Eldritch version of the deck. It did not perform as it actually overperformed in the Branded Eldritch deck, but I did not see enough Branded or enough Eldritch in that deck. That's another video for another day. But triple Teresia and triple Frenzy, it can be argued that that Domain or Frenzy is the better card, but it's just the fact that Frenzy is just a better card where you do not have to play the copy of Diplos within your main deck. So you can only play, you can just get away with playing the triple copies of Teresia with the 2 copies of Stealth Burgia, just to send the graveyard to go for your Kentrigina and the Rextrum. Summon Limit right now in this format is possibly the better floodgate, because literally every deck needs to summon twice, and the second summon, except for Branded Despia, will not do anything. So Summon Limit just solves all your problems. Triple Solemn Judgment, I'm playing it in the main deck because of the Dynamorphia stuff. The lower your life points, the better it is for you, as long as you don't get burned to death. 2 Ash, 2 Valor, 2 DD Crow, 2 Impermanent, 1 Callbite. I'm not playing the cross outs because I'm tired of playing 43, 44 card decks as if it's not necessary to do so. And these hand traps are possibly the better hand traps of the format as well. I really just want to find a way not to play hand traps. Hand traps just seem so mandatory nowadays, which is just like, I don't really know. I don't want to play these cards, but it feels like I just have to play these cards, you know? So that's just my thing right over there. Extra deck, as of right now, we're playing the 2 copies of Dragoon. There are just multiple ways to Dragoon. Now there's more ways than just Red Eyes Fusion and the Magical Eyes. Tomias is one way, and the other way is Secrets of Dark Magic, but Secrets of Dark Magic I might end up taking out, because now that I see you need a very weird sequence hand in order to make this work. Or if your Tomias does get Impermed or Valor, you can just activate the Secrets of Dark Magic to go for the Dragoon instead, like that, which is possibly, yeah, I'm just very twisted about this card. I don't know if to take it out or just keep it in there. Dark Magician, the Dragon Knight. Now that this is a more trap focused deck, Dark Magician the Dragon Knight is a good card to go into, but it's just not that first card you go into. You always want to go for your Dragoon first, so that's just my thing right there. And this card is treated as Dark Magician, so you can revive it off of the Eternal Soul as long as it was special summoned properly, which most likely it will be if you're actually gonna go for this play. Dynamorphic cards, you're playing double Rextrum, double Kentrigina, and double Stealth Burgia. Stealth Burgia is only in here to send it off with the Frenzy, sadly. Kentrigina is your main strategist of the Dynamorphia, as the Dynamorphia engine, to banish your copy of Frenzy, 2 copies effects to go for your copy of Rextrum. So that's gonna be all that I'm playing right now within the main and extra. And finally, we are at the test hands portion. I have the deck that I profiled for you guys, except for one card, which was the quick play spell for Dark Magician. But for this certain test hands video, I don't think I really need it. I don't need it to show you guys the proper combos that there is for the deck. So I'm gonna finish cutting everything up over here, and then get straight to the test hands. Cut that up a little bit. All right. Okay. Valor, Fusion, Frenzy, Dark Magician, Red Eyes Fusion. So this is definitely a really good hand to start off with, especially for the Red Eyes Fusion and having the Frenzy right over here as well. These three other cards are just definitely, yeah, the extra cards. Obviously, Dark Magician is a really good discard because of the fact that Red Eyes Fusion, you're already getting both bricks out of your deck, and you already have the third one already in your hand, and being able to just discard it for your Dragoon Negate would actually be really good. So let's just get straight into how this end board would be. Yeah, I almost literally forgot my extra deck, but now let's play this off for sure. So obviously, going first, simple, Red Eyes Fusion. Dump your bricks to the grave, which would be both your copies of Red Eyes and that second copy of Dark Magician. To go for your copy of Red Eyes Dark Dragoon. And literally, obviously, it's just as simple as just set one. You can set the Magical Eyes just to be funny, but honestly, you can just keep it when it comes back to you, so you could just go for a second Dragoon, right? And look at it like this, right? Okay, you have guaranteed like insurance that your Dynamorphic Frenzy is gonna go through. So let's say Dynamorphic Frenzy goes through. Send Teresia from deck and Stealth Bergia from extra to go for your copy of Kenjigina. Yeah, just be weird. Mix match sleeves and activate effect to banish. Go for your copy of Rextrum. This just definitely seems like a very powerful board right over here with a hand trap, the discard for Dragoon, and a follow-up for next turn to go for your second copy of Dragoon. So that's definitely is a very successful hand right over here. Alright, finally getting into the second test hand. So finish shuffling up and we're gonna cut the deck. Cut. And draw our hand. Circle. Illusion of Chaos, Souls, Summon Limit, and Teresia. So this is a really good hand because like normal summon Teresia and just set up your board, right? But my only thing about that is that with these literally Souls and then like any sort of version of like Illusion of Chaos, Magician's Rod, or even Soul Servant will get you into Magician's Rod. So, Rod uses up your normal summon, and so does Teresia. So, it's just a matter of picking what goes first, or what do you really want to do, right? So, let's show you guys the Souls and IOC route, and these are 3 extras in your hand. Okay, so let's do that, right? Activate copy of Illusion of Chaos. Illusion of Chaos will get you your copy of Rod. And now you need to put a card back. You can put back the Teresia, or you can put back the IOC. But the best choice would be to put back the IOC, for sure. Now, you go ahead. Normal summon your Rod effect. Be able to search for your copy of Soul Servant. Soul Servant is getting that nice secret upgrade, so I'm definitely looking forward to that for sure. Now, I would go ahead and activate Magician Souls. Activate the effect of Souls. Dumping a copy of Dark Magician to the graveyard. Sending the souls to the graveyard to summon the Dark Magician. So this is definitely different than your typical summon the souls instead, right? Now activate your copy of Soul Servant to stack Tamias on top of the deck. And sadly, for this instance, you would have to use the Soul Servant, or unless if you have Upstart Goblin is just a great card to add, to especially add into this decks. So you wouldn't have to use the effect of the Soul Servant already. But for this instance, you're gonna have to use the Soul Servant to draw the 1. It's because as you see with my hand right over here, there's no certain way how to get into the Tamias without drawing it. And Circle does not add monsters, so we have to draw. And we have our Tamias, the United Dragon. So now, send the Magician's Rod to summon the Tamias, and Tamias effect to fuse both the Tamias and the Dark Magician to go for your copy of Red Eyes Dark Dragoon. So as you see with this combo line over here, any sort of version that would get you to both Rod and Souls will get you into Dragoon within your 4th summon. So you are definitely not going to be hit by any Nibiru or anything like that. So and also as another problem, as you see right over here, if any of these cards were to get hit with hand traps, especially the Magician's Rod, this entire combo line is just turned off. So that's like one of my main reasons why I don't like going into this combo line all that much. But as you do see, is very explosive. It does have its advantages as well. So that's just my thing right over there. And with the leftover cards you have in hand, activate Circle. Let's see. Obviously, don't show your opponent what the hell you have. So yeah. So for definitely having follow up, put the Terezi on top. It's also even worth putting the Red Eyes Fusion because you didn't use your second Dark Magician, or you still have your Red Eyes Black Dragon in deck as well. So Red Eyes Fusion is still a card that's turned on right now. So I would just keep it with the Terezi on top. Set your summon limit, and you have a discard in hand. So this board is not even that bad whatsoever. Summon limit does turn off like most decks nowadays, and they need more than 2 summons except for Branded Despia to get their plays going. Literally in their second summon, like they are doing nothing. So if you were to flip up the summon limit like that, you're just basically all set. And most likely you've used your Dragoon Negate to discard a Teresia. So that's how it is right there. And now you draw for turn. Oh, look at that. You have a Teresia. Normal summon it. And set your copy of Frenzy. And for now that you summoned the Red Eyes Dark Dragoon through this line, you have one Destroy and Burn. So it's still very powerful as it is. Like, I definitely don't think that Dark Magician is a dead deck, or it is slow, like very, very slow. It still has a lot of potential, and there is just a lot of ways how you can play the Dark Magician deck. This is just a certain way that I decided to play the Dark Magician deck as of right now. So right on to the next one. Now on to our third and final test hand right over here. Probably might not even play it out because it's just the same thing of either getting Dragoon out or some sort of way to go into your Dynamo with your Rexstrom as soon as possible. So let's see what we can get over here. Cut up, shuffle over here, cut, and let's draw. Rod, Judgment, Souls, Fusion, Summon Limit. Wow, that's actually very good. Yeah, so this is just showing the parallels right over here, right? Both of these cards, both of these combo lines goes to Red Eyes Dark Dragoon. Red Eyes Fusion is just a lot better for me than Rod Souls. Rod Souls, it could be used for like definite follow-up for sure to help you push for game, but to go first is not the most like, how you say this, most powerful line. Where, as I said before, literally everyone and their mothers are playing hand traps nowadays. So literally, you are guaranteed to get hit with something, no matter if it's an Imperm Veiler, Gamma, Ash Blossom, or anything like that. While with Red Eyes Fusion by itself, you only have to worry about the Ash Blossom. I don't really think you have to worry about anything else, especially if you're going first. So Red Eyes Fusion to me is just the better card right now, if you're really gonna go into Red Eyes Dark Dragoon right over there. Now, let's get into a little discussion. Like, why am I not playing specific cards? What cards could you play instead of like the Dynamorphia stuff, or even like anything else that I might be playing that that I might be playing but you're not playing, or like what cards you actually want to play instead, right? First of all, as some of you already noticed, no third break with Dark Magician Girl, Mahad, Mana. Where are they? Dark Magician became a much slower deck now than it did when it was with Verte Anaconda. With Verte Anaconda and with Rod Souls, it was just so easy to get both of your bricks into the graveyard to get a pot of greed with Soul Servant. But now that those cards are not like Verte Anaconda is not here anymore in the TCG. I don't think there's just any reason to play the fourth brick. Like, it's definitely better going second for sure to like go for a game with Dark the Dark Charmer or anything like that. But going first, there's like nothing else you can really do. Like, your best hand is any sort of way to get into both Dragoon and Dynamorphia Rexstrom, at least in my version of the deck. So if you want to play the brick, go ahead. But to me, the is not a good enough reason for me to play it, right? A card that I missed, that you can play or you don't want to play is up to you. 2 copies of Preparation. Just like as I said before, you don't your best bet is to go into your Red Eyes Fusion first. So playing your copies of Preparation or Rice to go for your Illusion of Chaos, it's just, yeah, no one's gonna ash this. No one's gonna ash your Illusion of Chaos. Maybe they will. Who knows? But they're gonna. These cards get you into your Rotten Souls, but is not gonna change their mind about stopping these 2 cards right over here, especially the Rod, as I mentioned before. Literally, if Rod gets touched by any sort of hand trap, your turn is basically done. So that's why I'm not really going for any other route to just try to search for more of these cards right over here. Another route you can take, branded route, but it does suffer the same consequences as Rod Souls. Literally any hand trap that touches Rod can touch the Lubellion, and it does the same thing. It just ends your turn. So why would I want to go to this just to suffer the same consequences as it is to go through this? So it's not helping me play the branded engine either. So that's definitely out. Whereas the best engine for me personally, and my own opinion, please leave your comments down below. What would you play in your deck? The Red Eyes package. Your triple insight, 1 Wyvern. Literally, if your best card is Red Eyes Fusion, then play cards that help you go into your Red Eyes Fusion, which includes your Red Eyes Wyvern and your Red Eyes Insight. Literally, just activate Insight, dump the Wyvern. That is the cause, first of all, and then search for your Red Eyes Fusion, right? And you can even use the Red Eyes Insight just as bait, because in case you already have both Red Eyes Fusion and the Insight in hand, like, people might ash this, which I would really doubt. Smarter players would definitely not ash the Insight. They would ash the card that literally gets you into the Red Eyes Dark Dragoon. But if they ash this, you're just literally rewarding yourself to just literally activate Red Eyes Fusion without any sort of problems whatsoever. So literally, just play 3 more copies of Red Eyes Fusion. Like, that's honestly what I would just recommend. Like, just go control heavy. Just go, like, put floodgates. Put the Dynamorphia engine in there. Like, literally, make the game state as slow as possible. That's honestly how I would think that the Dark Magician deck would shine the best. That is just my own opinion right over there. And something a lot of people have been mentioning to me about bringing back the Dark Magician strategy. Red Eyes Dark Dragoon is not a powerful enough card anymore. Well, that is true by itself, right? This is why, if you're going to really play a card like Red Eyes Dark Dragoon compared to all these other cards that are in the format that can easily out one Dragoon, you just need to have cards that back up your Dragoon. Like, Trap cards, summon, like floodgates, summon limit, goes and match. Literally anything that makes your opponent stop playing the game or stop like playing out their entire deck. Literally simplify your game state, and this card will just guarantee to just be the MVP of your entire deck, right? Literally any card like Psychic End Punisher, a new card that just came out, literally like beats this card so easily, right? Literally non-target removal beats this card so easily. Or like your opponent's just gonna activate cards to just bait out your Dragoon, and sometimes you would have to be forced to use your Dragoon Negate on something, and then they know you do that, like they're just gonna beat over your Dragoon or just get rid of it some sort of way possible, right? Cards like Dark Ruler or everything like that. You have to play cards like that would protect your Dragoon, like your Summon Limit. Play Floodgates, like your Secret Village of Spellcaster. Literally, Secret Village of Spellcaster with the Dragoon is just honestly, it's just your game already. Like there's just no way that your opponent is just gonna play through that unless if they have one evenly, right? If they have one evenly, oh my god, you have a negate. Red Eyes Dark Dragoon, literally. Or like if you have a Solemn Judgment, like you have multiple ways how to stop these cards. Just play these cards correctly, and these like cards like Red Eyes Dark Dragoon will just beat over cards like the newer cards like your Punk cards or anything like that. So if you're gonna play Red Eyes Dark Dragoon in any sort of deck, it doesn't even have to be Dark Magician. Eldritch, Subterror, those cards just use Dragoon a lot better than us. But for my Dark Magician enthusiasts right there that are out there, like I want to bring back this deck. Like this deck is so much fun for me, and it has a lot of potential to be on the competitive side of things. So literally, if you love Dark Magician, and if you have any sort of ideas yourself, please leave it in the comments down below and let me know your ideas, or even like I'll even leave my social media in the link in the description below, so we can even talk about these things and just even collab on ideas or anything like that. So thank you guys for watching this video and taking the time to actually view what potential does the Dark Magician deck have within this format, and have yourself a great day. Peace, everyone.